Hey everyone, so here is how you fix the an error like accelerometer calibration missing or something. I don't remember exactly, but it's written right here in red when you're downgrading the firmware or something is going wrong with the upgrade. Basically, it never happened to me, but some guy sent me the gimbal to fix with this missing settings. You're supposed to check this with the beta enabled, figure out the version here and then upgrade, and everything should go smooth. But in case you have a beta and then remove this and check again, you'll see you are already here 260b1 and the latest release is 256b9, so it's huge behind this release one. And if you just go ahead and upgrade without noticing all this and without checking this box, you basically go downgrading your firmware, and that will wipe out all the settings. So in case this happened, you first check this box, upgrade, whatever, check, yeah, upgrade, and when all this is finished, you have to redo the accelerometer values. So in order to do that, you'll go to the basic tab here. Then, of course, among those issues and wiping out settings, you can also have this problem with invert of the motors. But if you remember what was before, you just tick this and make always 22 here and it will be fine. Otherwise, you'll have to go auto. It's okay detecting which value is here, but usually it messes up the poles. Here it's always 22, so you'll go back to put 22 after to 22 after the auto is finished. Other issue is sensor, mount problem. It doesn't know which side is up, down, or wherever you go. You can detect it by using this auto here. But if you remember, just use the values that are there. Maybe you have a screenshot with the basic tab before the upgrade. That's even recommended. Maybe before, beside the save, you should have a screenshot to make sure you can check back these values. Anyway, suppose everything with auto is resolved and all there is accelerometer not calibrated. For this, you go to IMU calibration helper. Hit this and you get a new dialog box, and when it's wiped out, you don't see any of these OK marks. You see these tick marks, right? The blue ones. It's everything here with it will be empty. You just see the white axis and of course the selected axis in the blue here, in the square blue, rectangle blue, whatever. So basically, to first you select, of course, the camera IMU because this is the most important, and then you go first axis to go. It's plus Z. Basically, this is the horizontal, the absolutely horizontal roll, and pitch horizontal, and the gimbal should be something like this. You just see it perfectly horizontal, right? But to fix this, you see how it goes when I rotate the gimbal. Maybe you can still see. If I put the pitch, sorry, if I put the pitch down, it will go to plus Y. If I go back to horizontal, you see the plus Z is selected. So he knows a little bit of the orientations, but have no clue of the exact, level. So this is what you're teaching the gimbal right here. Basically, what I do usually is use a table that I know is flat and make sure the gimbal platform here, the below platform, it's perfectly, of course, I have to avoid the screws and everything. It may be in a corner of the table or something, but just make it full contact and perfectly flat. Another option would be maybe to have a small spirit, bubble, maybe stick it to a side or wherever you can, and then use that to make sure it's perfect level. Even by eye, you can, if you're good or don't care much, you can simply make this perfectly or acceptable horizontal, and when you're sure of that, you just go back to calibrate. I'm not doing that because I didn't care too much of the level, but anyway, you calibrate here and it will, you know, show a progress bar and then done. This is fixed. And then you have to move to all axes. Basically, from here you go like this. Oh, of course, it doesn't fit here, but you go up and then you'll see it's minus Y, I guess. And then if you go on the roll side, right, you'll see another value here that it's plus X. And if you go, let's see, like this is minus Y, it will lens up. And if you go roll on the other side, it's hard to, it's minus 6. Anyway, so basically you're just telling the gimbal each axis what's exactly the correct position for it. And after you fix, I mean after you put the gimbal on each of the sides, just hit the calibrate again for each of the axes. When all axes have this mark for the camera IMU, it means the accelerometer was calibrated. I don't even think you should also hit the right, because I think it's already doing that as soon as calibrate it's over. But you can, just for to make sure everything is right, you can close this and hit the right here. So this is the main IMU, and then you can have the frame IMU. It says disable for me. Yeah, this is the EC1. I don't know if it's used or not, but it looks like it's not. But in case you want to use it, you have to go to advanced, and frame IMU position usually is below yaw, because we are using handheld, and if you put it like all the gimbals, the helicopter ones, it's basically as an inverted gimbal and it's below the yaw motor. Right now it's right above it, but it doesn't work like that logically. So you enable this and then you go back to the basic tab, go to the IMU, it will be here, in case it's working. And again, usually plus Z, I think Alex said at some point, it's enough to tell him the plus Z position, but it's better to do them all. But it's probably harder to figure out. Again, spirit bubble, device might be better, but if you have a good eye or right surface to lean against and make sure it's perfectly aligned to the axis, you can just use that to calibrate. That's it. Bye.